In my introductory video, I stated that I shared my seemingly haunted childhood home with a mentally ill family member. Years later, I've come to wonder if my own paranormal experiences were a sign of my own impending psychological doom. By and by, I came to find out other persons in similar circumstances doubt their own sanity too. Ghost hunters who conduct home investigations are essentially in hot pursuit of sights, sounds, and events that a lot of people write off as hallucinations. As part of your next gig, you may stop and wonder if that alleged 3 a.m. moaning is really late Aunt Mary or something that cries out for Haldol, a common antipsychotic drug. It's not your job to diagnose people, nor should you ever try. However, the craft that is ghost hunting demands that you have a basic working knowledge of mental illnesses and how they can masquerade as physical hauntings. Short of taking Abnormal Psych 101, which is a good idea, investment in a DSM is the next best thing. The DSM is a diagnostic and statistical manual that spells out clearly and in no uncertain terms all the signs and symptoms of every mental illness that can be formally diagnosed. Thick schizophrenia is the only condition that can generate hellified demons and Napoleon's ghost out of thin air. Think again. Schizoaffective disorder, schizophrenia's complicated cousin, can do the same thing. Persons with bipolar disorder are generally characterized as swinging back and forth between paralyzing depression and fast-talking, big-spending, risk-taking, promiscuous mania. But did you know that persons experiencing mania can become so wrapped up that the condition takes on psychotic features? Paranormal reporting is quite common in discussion forums related to this illness. Check it out with Google groups. Speaking of depression, people experiencing a profound loss can experience grief so extreme it becomes characterized as a psychotic grief reaction. Persons experiencing psychotic grief can sense the loved one's presence or touch and can hear the late loved one speaking words of comfort as well. That sums up quite a lot of ghost stories featuring the so-called crisis apparitions. Common conditions aside, dissociative identity disorder and the controversial dissociative trance disorder explain some of the wilder shenanigans of our supernatural friends. Ghosts talking through people as mediums, and ghosts going all out and possessing people. So what is one to do with a newbie level intro to psych? Well, for one, abnormal psychology is intriguing in its own right and may prompt you to pursue an interest in related fields such as neuroscience, neurotheology, and the like. While you may or may not encounter things that go boo or bump in the night in this line of work, you'll be able to induce out-of-body experiences, sense presence phenomena, and so-called visitor phenomena in the lab. How cool is that? These fields may explain away a lot of ghosts, but they come with their own mysteries. If that career or research path doesn't grab you, an introduction to psych will heighten your awareness of what is and is not normal, of what the mind normally does and does not do. If you encounter a person seeking help for something that ain't sounding right, your education will tell you that, yes, this man is likely experiencing something that's not ghost. This will serve as a valuable sign for you to disengage. While the majority of people with mental illness are not dangerous, they don't want to eat you, as the news may have you believe, you want to err on the side of caution. And you certainly don't want to say or do something that could have a negative impact on that person, which is a very serious possibility. On the other hand, if your ultra-conservative, straight-laced grandma is convinced she's losing her mind because she saw a dubious-seeming ghost pass by the window, you can point out to Granny that she's probably not insane. She's just misperceived an errant sheet blowing in the wind as a supernatural entity. That's not Abnormal Psych 101, that's evolutionary psychology, which by my recollection is one of those 300-level electives in the subject matter of Geistkraft 1. Next time, ghosts and medical conditions. How seeing disembodied faces can save your life.